how y'all doing? Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. I'm going to be dyeing my hair a blue-black color. Specifically, it is 1NA. Yeah, 1NA is blue-black by Ion. I have a whole story with why I'm doing this myself. It has been a minute since I have dyed my hair myself. It's been a couple years. I have not yet dyed my hair in this apartment because this is a new apartment and it's all white, and that scares me. We did put tape down, not tape, plastic down all over the floor and like going into the tub and all over the sink. It kind of looks like a crime scene. This is what it all looks like right now. This is the setup we're working with, except I did just notice that this isn't covered and I tend to rub against when I'm filming. Yeah, I didn't realize. I just need to remember to not back into that. It's been so long since I've dyed my own hair. We have a lot to talk about, so let me just get to mixing and then we can. It really is like riding a bike because I haven't done this myself in a while and I still got it. I'm just cooking. Oh, this is better. Okay. So this is a 1-to-1 ratio. I'm using this demi-permanent 1NA blue-black color and a 10 volume developer. That's what the girl ass Sally said to do. Now, my hair is long, so I got 2, even though by the looks of it, 1 might have been fine. All right, she's officially in here. Now let's mix that all up real nice like. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Isn't your hair already black? And you wouldn't be wrong in thinking that because yeah, but also no. I'm gonna show you guys like what my hair looks like in somewhat of natural lighting. The lighting's still not that great in the next clip, but it's better than what you're seeing here. Hi, it's past me and I wanted to show you in natural sun lighting what my hair actually looks like. Although this is natural lighting, we're in the middle of a blizzard, so I don't have that great of lighting. My issues stem with what my hair looks like in the sunlight, which we don't have that right now. So this is the color. It's not that bright in here, so it's definitely black. Let me just say that. These are my roots. My hair is definitely dark. It's so deceiving because this feels like black, like super dark. Oh my gosh, Logan left the door open again. Anyway, this is what I looked like before. So yeah, like my hair is black, but when the sun hits it, it's actually still brown. I was going for a blue-black color. That's literally what I had asked for at the salon. I told her I wanted the darkest shade of black that you have. I want a blue-black. Those who get it, and those who don't. Like, I know some people are probably gonna think this video and like me dyeing my hair black on top of black pretty much is like ridiculous, but I feel like there is a very niche group of people who do understand, and I just hope that that's the audience that I'm reaching right now. So what happened at the salon was, typically I would just do my own hair myself. Since moving into this apartment almost 2 years ago, I think, I have not dyed my hair myself, so I've been going to the salon. But whenever I go to the salon, I never feel like my hair is dark enough. And there's a difference between like a jet black where your hair is literally black, but then you go in the sun and it still looks black, but it's not like a deep, dark, rich black. There's a difference between that color and then a blue black, where like even when you're in the sun, no matter what lighting you're in, your hair always looks like a deep, dark black color. And I have been trying to achieve that for years. And I think the last time I've even had that color was when I was going to the old salon before the salon that I'm talking about now. The salon of the video that I first ever made on this YouTube channel, where sis literally botched me. But before botching me, she did give me a nice black color. And I've been seeing videos of myself from that time, like when my hair was black. I've been like, wow, that looks really good and I miss her. I've also just been seeing like, you know, the Tara Yummies of the world, and that's just the color that I want. I feel like you can make it look like gothic, but you can also make it look like chic. And because of the girl I am, that's what I need. I need to be able to do both. Oh my gosh, I didn't do Vaseline. Shoot. Okay, wait, let me go get my Vaseline because this is gonna be a nightmare to get off if I don't do that. Putting Vaseline around your skin helps to not get your skin stained by the dye. Also, I know that I look like a carcass. I just woke up. Now, back to my story. I went to the salon and I told the girl I wanted want to dye my hair a dark black, like the darkest shade of black that you can get my hair, preferably a blue black, but you know, whatever's like the absolute darkest shade. So she already started her shit with like, are you sure you want to do that? I really don't like when I'm paying for a service and the person providing the service tries to either make you feel badly for doing it or tries to like make you do a completely different service. Like, it's a gripe I have. I understand in some situations, like I told a story about how like I went to get my eyebrows waxed one time and the girl was like, are you sure you don't want to like do your nose? And I was like, no. And she was like, okay, what about your mustache? And I was like, no. And she was like, okay, what about like your cheeks? You have like a lot of hair. Like, why wouldn't you? She didn't literally say why wouldn't you, but I kept telling her no, and she kept pushing like, but are you sure? Like, almost like you need it, so do it. You're trying to get your money, you know, get your bag, whatever. But at the same time, like literally society is just built that way, especially towards women, like profiting off of the insecurities of other people, especially women. So if I'm already paying you for a service, it really doesn't matter the hair color. You're getting paid the same amount, whether it's like a super dark black or if it's a little bit lighter. This was 5:30, so I was like their last client of the day. I think they close at like 7. I wasn't getting my hair blown out or anything. It was literally just dye my hair, give me a dusting off the bottom, and we could all go home. So I don't know if because it was the end of the day and they all knew like I was the last client of the day, maybe she literally didn't want to do it because she wanted to go home. I don't know what the reason was, but she kept on saying, are you sure? Are you sure? It wasn't like I just want to make sure, because a lot of people, like when they do black, they want to get lighter. It's really hard to get any lighter from the shade that you want, whatever. Like, that's different. You're like trying to just warn me that like it's going to be hard if I do change my mind in the future. That makes sense. But she was saying it in a way that was like, she literally said, I like your shade the way that it is. Girl, I don't like hate the shade that I have, but I want it darker. I'm not paying you for your opinion. Usually when I dye my hair, I also get dye all over my arms, so hopefully that doesn't happen. You guys are like facing down now. Oh my gosh. Now I'm getting upset. Honestly, I don't know how many different angles I have tried already, but this is gonna have to be the last one because I'm getting fed up. Oh my gosh, I also don't know how long I'm supposed to leave this in for. I didn't read anything. I feel like it's usually 30 minutes. I hate that they have the damn instructions on the inside of the box. Whoever designs this, like, put paper instructions on the inside so I don't have to do this, please. I don't know. Let's get on with this. As I was saying, so she kept on saying like, are you sure? Are you sure? I was like, yes, I'm sure. And she was like, I really like your natural hair color. I was like, oh. As she's putting the dye in my hair, I'm like, the dye looks a little light, which makes sense. The color I'm using right now, like, of course it looks like it, that's how dyes look. But just something about it, I felt like for people who like dye their hair a lot, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, once you mix it, even though it's a light shade, there is a hint of like black. Like, it does look like white that was mixed with like some sort of black. But when she was mixing it, it looked more brown. And so I asked her, are you doing blue black? And she was like, we actually don't have blue black. So I mixed the blue with the black dye that we have. Already I could feel it. I'm like, I have a feeling this is not, like, she did not do what I asked her to do. I could tell she didn't want to, based on her like, are you sure? Are you sure? I really like your hair the way that it is. Are you sure you want to do that? And now I'm looking at it and the color just doesn't look right. So she washes the hair out. My hair literally looked the same. And mind you, again, I didn't get my hair blown out. So it was just still just like soaking wet. I didn't want them to blow my hair out or even blow dry it. Like, I just wanted it to slick it back so I can get home. Maybe a little bit past 7 at this time, or like maybe at 7. I don't know. It was getting late. I had work the next day too. I was like, yeah, let's get this show on the road. Color that I wanted, it should not look like the way my hair normally looks when it's wet. Like, it should look significantly darker, and it does not. They were like, oh my gosh, like, how pretty, like, what a nice color. And I'm like, that's my regular color. Like, did you even do anything to it? So she was like, I didn't do that like dark black because I feel like it would look ugly. So I did like this color. You say what? Because you thought it would look how? I was taken back by the fact that she said that and like admitted that she didn't do what I asked her for. Not only did you not do what I asked you for, but you lied about what you were doing in the middle of you doing it, knowing that I didn't want you to do it. it. So I was taken back and I was like, I mean, I don't think it would have looked ugly. Like, I actually really like that shade of black. And she was like, no, like this is still like really dark, but like this is just nicer. I was fed up. I also had a really long day of work. Pay for the service because in my mind I'm like, when I go home, we'll see. Like maybe when I straighten my hair, like it actually will be significantly darker. I could just tell as soon as I get home, I'm like, my hair looks the same. And also, why does the root low-key actually look lighter? And because they did a trim, they charged that as like a full haircut, even though I'm not kidding. It was maybe half an inch at best that they cut off. I don't know why. I feel like when I was younger and I would get my hair trimmed, they would charge for a trim. Like a trim and a haircut were two separate costs. Unless I'm remembering incorrectly, or maybe it was just that it was significantly cheaper at that time, so I felt like I was getting what I was paying for, where now it's like I'm paying you $100 to chop off a quarter of an inch of my hair. So I end up deciding like I'm just not gonna go back there anymore. And the reason why I decided entirely to like not go back there at all is because I've been going to this salon for like a couple years. I've actually been going there since my hair was botched at the last place. I actually really loved it in the beginning of me going. I really liked stylists that were there. I was like able to build relationships with them, so it felt more comfortable, which I feel like you need to be able to trust your stylist and have like a comfortable relationship. Or as the years have gone on, every time I go there, there's a new stylist and the old stylist I had is no longer there. So I'm not able to like build relationships with any of the stylists because every time I like one of them, they end up leaving. So as of lately, the few times I've gone, I've had different stylists. Not the best experience with any of them. I've gotten a similar experience with other stylists at this salon where I asked them to do something and it's like, are you sure that's what you want to do? And I just really don't like that at all. This one girl was like, you're gonna pay all that money like just to cut off the bottoms of your hair. I'm like, it's not my fault that you guys overcharge. It's not my fault that I want the dead ends cut off but not a bob. No, I don't want you to cut all my hair off. I just want the dead ends off. But I feel like there's some people who probably do feel pressured into doing what the stylist is saying. I'm sure some people maybe end up being like, oh wow, this is really great. But I'm sure there are a handful of people who are like, I hate it and I wish that I stood my ground and said like, no. Same thing with like blowing my hair out. Like they always want to blow my hair out, which costs more money. And I always tell them like, do not blow it out, but don't even dry my hair. I think I'm like crazy for saying that, like for going outside, I guess, with wet hair, even though when this was happening, like this specific experience I'm talking about was like over the summer, so it really wasn't that crazy that my hair was wet. And I just like put it in a bun and went home. The reason why like I don't want them blow drying my hair is because this is not a salon that like specializes in hair like mine. And if you're new to my channel and you're seeing my hair for the first time now, like this isn't my natural hair. My hair is actually, sometimes it's like wavy to curly, sometimes it's actually curly. I have like somewhat of like a texture to my hair. So when they blow dry my hair, it doesn't look the way that I want it to. So I'd rather do my own hair, which is why I always tell them like, don't even put the blow dryer to it. And I asked the girl not to do that and she did it anyway. Again, this is a different stylist at the same salon though. My hair was literally just a puffball because she dried it with a blow dryer. She didn't like blow dry it. She just like, she actually blow dried only the front of my hair and then left the back. So it was just a ball of frizz. And I was like, I literally told you not to do that. Like I have somewhere to go now and I have to look like a ball of frizz. Anyway, so yeah, I haven't been having the best experiences the times that I've gone there. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just not gonna go back there anymore. I'm just gonna eat the money that I lost. Talking to my friend, a conversation of like my experience came up again because I had already told my friend what happened. And so when I finally saw her in person, she saw my hair and she was like, you paid all that money for them to give you your hair pretty much. And I was like, you know what, you're so right. And it got me mad again at the salon. So I was like, I am gonna call them. It's so inconvenient to get back over there, to go through all that inconvenience for an error that you made. Like I would rather just get it done somewhere else or do it myself. I look really funny. That was it. They ended up giving me my refund. So now I'm doing this myself. I do feel like that's just what it is at this point. I feel that way about a lot of things where it's like, if I want it done a certain way, I kind of just have to do it. I do style my own hair. I don't go to the salon to style my hair. And the same way with makeup, I like doing my own makeup. I don't really like when other people do my makeup. Maybe she did me a favor because now I'm back on the YouTube. Not that I was ever actually gone, but like I haven't filmed a hair dyeing video in years. So it feels nice to like be back. Next on on the docket is my skin. Now, I don't know if y'all can notice it, probably not as much as I notice it. My skin has taken a turn for the worse. Not only do I like have acne, but I keep developing other skin problems that I'm like, this has never happened. Why is it happening all of a sudden? I have like blotches on my skin now. I also have eczema like on the side of my lips, always crusty. It looks like I just have toothpaste that I didn't wash off. I also keep developing a rash. It's not that bad today, but it was pretty bad yesterday. I don't know what causes it. It's like so itchy. Now this is totally in my hair, but I have a lot to talk about. But I also want to have this little jam session with you because it's tradition. We are going to let this sit for 25 minutes. I just need to pause it for a quick second because I love Hot Mulligan. This is one of my favorite songs by them. I honestly think I might make a YouTube video about punk music in general and whatever, because that's what all of my shorts, reels, and TikToks have been about lately. I just needed to pause it so that we could really hear what this man is saying. He said money talks, but it never tells you love is more important. This whole song, he's talking about family trauma. So when he says that's how you pass it down, he's talking about passing down generational trauma. While I would love to be here all day jamming to music, I do need to wash this out before I go bald because I've definitely had it in, especially the bottom layer. I have had it in for far too long. Now, the good thing about this new apartment, although I am so scared that I'm going to like stain things, is that the shower head moves, so it is low, and I could also take it off. I will see you guys when my hair is done. We're back. This is what it looks like in somewhat of shade. It was so gloomy when I was dyeing my hair, and now it's super sunny, so you're getting the true natural lighting. Now let me show you what it looks like in the sun. Oh, the shadows are not. The shadows are not. As you can see, it is black. It's very black. The bottoms especially are super dark. It does look so much darker than it did before. I do think that I have black hair blindness because although it is dark and it is darker than it was before, I still feel like it's not dark enough. What does that say about me? What does that mean? I feel like that has to mean something because I don't know how much darker I can get my hair. As for the dyeing process, it didn't stain. I was able to get it off of myself very easily. It didn't bleed as much as I thought it would bleed. I could see a little bit coming off like in the water, but it's not like fully bleeding out of my hair and like staining things. I love how dark it is. Probably gonna go back and try it one more time to make it like one level darker, but again, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We must address the elephant in the room. I have this horrible rash on my neck. Maybe it's not the elephant in the room because I feel like looking at it through my viewfinder, I can't see it as well until I like go like this. But I don't know what's going on. I am on fire. I took medicine, so it's not as itchy as it was, but I'm itchy like all the way to my ears. I went to urgent care, and let me just say, healthcare is a scam. Because what do you mean your answer is I don't know? She was like, are you using anything new? No. Are you sweating? No. Are you wearing scarves? No. Mind you, every time she was asking a question, she was asking as if she was frustrated or as if I was lying about something. Like, you thinking I'm lying makes me think that you think that this is an allergic reaction and that I know what the allergic reaction is to, and I don't. I'm definitely allergic to something. I'm assuming. I don't know what it could be because I'm not using anything new. So my neck is on fire. It is so itchy. Oh my gosh. I was talking about my skin problems to you guys. Every other week, I have something new going wrong with my skin, and this week, it's this. I mean, for the past like couple weeks, I've been getting a rash, but today in particular, I woke up and it was so bad. It was like a jump scare because normally my skin will feel dry or something. Like I could tell that my skin is probably gonna be red when I look in the mirror. This time, I don't remember scratching it at all. I don't remember feeling an itch at all. I've also been using cortisone on my neck, so I haven't been getting the rash. It like went away for a couple of days, and my neck has been so smooth, like butter, because I've been using cortisone. You can imagine my surprise when I looked in the mirror and just saw like this, my whole neck was just red. And like not just red, but like kind of bumpy. Trigger warning if you're jumpy, but I'll show you like a close-up of what it looks like. This is her. Say hello. I'm probably gonna name her soon. I don't know what the hell this is. If you've experienced this before, if you've seen this before, just let me know. I'm open to anything because the way the doctors don't even know. So pretty much her answer was, you can go upstairs to Target and get Allegra or Benadryl, and here is the phone number to a dermatologist you can go see. I just needed to get that off my chest. Anyway, we have so many more things to talk about because I haven't posted a long form video in a minute, and I figured now would be a great time. I know you're not supposed to scratch it, but I cannot deal right now. It's so itchy. On to bigger and better things. I wanted to talk about my social media schedule because I've talked about it in my long form videos numerous times. So for the longest time, I was only going on social media on the weekends, and in the new year, I wanted to just keep it to a minimum. But as I had mentioned before, if you see my other videos, I also wanted to like build a community on all of my platforms. I wanted to find like my own niche, and I was explaining this in my other video that there's so many different things that I like. It's really hard for me to find a niche when it comes to literally anything because I like so many different things, whether it's different styles of music, different styles of fashion, different hobbies, different interests. Like everything I feel like is so vastly different that I like. But I do think that I found a little niche on TikTok, maybe Instagram and YouTube too. I'm really just gonna talk through things with you guys because I don't have anything like finalized. For those of you who know me, especially if you're like a friend of mine who listens to the same music, I am so into music, specifically music that makes me feel things. And typically that is like punk rock music, but I am also open to like every genre of music. Tortured Poets Department, Taylor Swift, Dasha, love Dasha, that's my country queen. But then we also got The Story So Far, My Chemical Romance, Black Veil Brides, Hot Mulligan. Like those are all very different types of bands. Then we have like the early 2000s R&B music, and we have the 2016s, 2015s, 2014s rap music. Like I'm so into so many different genres of music and different artists, as long as you make me feel something. So I have always been very big on lyrics since I was like probably like late middle school or early high school. I think that's actually why I became so heavily invested in rock music, because I felt like it like means something deeper than just like a catchy song. Which, nothing against pop music, I do like pop music. With that being said, there are so many artists, so many writers that do not get recognized, that deserve so much recognition. And granted, I don't think they want to get recognized necessarily. Not that they don't want to be recognized, but that's not their goal. Because their music is so good, I want to share it with people. So I have been making a lot of videos on TikTok doing like translations, because another thing that people say, a lot of their like criticism comes from like not understanding what the artist is saying. It's like, oh, he's just screaming or he's just whining, and it's like, maybe it'll move you if you gave it a chance. I don't know. It's all about being open. I have learned to appreciate their music in a way that I did not appreciate when I was younger and the songs were first coming out, where I'm listening to it now with like adult ears and I'm like, holy shit. I've been doing deep dives and I've been making translation videos on TikTok to make their songs a little easier to understand for people who don't. I'm gonna have to move the camera because the sun is making its way. How's this for everyone? So that's what I've been doing a lot on TikTok, and I've been putting those videos also on my YouTube Shorts and my Instagram Reels. I kind of want to do something different on Instagram Reels and Shorts, where maybe I'll still post those same TikToks but also post something different on those apps. I don't know yet. That's what I'm still working through. I feel like art is very subjective. That's like the point of art. So an artist can put out a song, their listeners could have experienced that song in a totally different way than it was intended, and that doesn't mean that their interpretation is incorrect. So when I make these translation videos, if you are somebody who watches them, it is my interpretation, it is what I think the song is about. If the artist meant something different, that's totally fine. I did feel like it was important to share the music that I listen to and like the meanings of the songs that I listen to, because I do think that they get written off a lot of times as like noise or like whiny boys and guys who are just like emotional and screaming, and I just feel like if you really listen to what these people are saying, like they have such important messages to share. So I'm like considering doing a lyric by lyric breakdown in long form on my YouTube channel and then doing the short form on TikTok, but I'm not sure. It is very hard to capture every single lyric and the meaning of every single song in like 30 to 60 seconds on a TikTok or a Reels. So I might do a deep dive on YouTube, that way I can go into like the entire song lyric by lyric. There's so many songs that have multiple meanings too. One verse can mean so many different things, and I can't put all of that in a TikTok. I might be onto something. Back to my hair. Yeah, look at her. And look at her. What do we think? Anyway, this is it, and I love it. One more mention before we go. Because I have been posting a bunch of shorts, I noticed I have gained more subscribers. I'm assuming that if you're watching those and you're following me because of that, then you're interested in my musical translation videos. So if you are watching this and you made it this far, let me know if that is something you are interested in seeing long form, because I would love to create that. Even if no one's interested, honestly, I might do it anyway because it's been really fun. It's been quite the experience. If you're new here, welcome to the fam. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the damn things, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.
Have you seen her? Let me wrap my weave up. I'm the trap Selena. Dame más gasolina.